everyone, welcome to another Zwift race analysis video. Before we get started with this video, I'd like to ask everyone to please leave a like, subscribe to help support the channel, and without further ado, let's get started with the video. So this is the Zwift HQ FutureWorks Crit City race. This race has category enforcement on, and it's a pretty small race. Only 16 riders in their main group right now. There are a few who are off the back, and this is with 2 miles to go. We're about to head into the final lap. You can see here that I am holding an aero power up, the best power up in Zwift, and I'm holding it because I know that I'm going to need it in the finishing sprint if I want to do well. So here you see some riders deploy burrito. This is when I tend to just surge to the group and try to make my way to the front, because I know that when you use a burrito, you're only doing harm to yourself. The rest of the group is not affected that much, and it'll pretty much cause a split wherever you are in the group. There's some pretty strong riders in this race, Christensen and C. Ryan. Those are 2 riders that I've raced with before, and I know that they are pretty strong sprinters. Going into the final lap, going through the rollers, I was going pretty easy, just trying to stay with the front group, and I was just trying to conserve my energy and get ready for the final lap. I knew that it was very possible that some of these riders would try and attack, because that was something that was happening earlier on in the race, so I was expecting this to happen later on in the race too. Here the group starts to get a little bit strung out, because some riders that were off the back caught up to the group again and flew right through the group. So that required me to surge a bit, and I was able to catch back onto the group and continue to sit in until the finishing sprint. So here you can see that I am still just catching up slightly, and I'm almost back to the front group. I'm pretty much just chilling. I'm letting Kay Clark pull me to the front group, because I know that since he's a heavier rider, it'll be easier if I just draft him until we catch to the group. So this is 1 mile to go, and no one's really trying any attacks. So my goal here is to just sit in and stay on the first few wheels, then get ready to launch a pretty strong sprint at the end. Before heading up the final climb, I tried to move to the front of the group, and then right when we hit the climb, I surged my power, and I brought my power up to around 7 to 8 watts per kg. I started grinding on the pedals, and I eventually got to the front of the group. Then this is when you see C. Vera Bahamondes go straight off the front, and he's pushing the pace on the front right now, keeping the pace hot, and that causes a pretty big split in the group. But before the finishing sprint, the riders do come back together. Right here, I'm worried that those 3 riders are going to get away, so I do a small surge and I bring the group back together. I tend to not do very well with the downtown dolphin finish, because when riders do hard attacks, then continue going hard, I usually use up most of my energy and I don't really have much left for the sprint. So here I knew that I had to start my sprint right now if I wanted to get a top place. So I started sprinting, but I waited a few seconds to turn my aero power up so that I would have enough of the power up to get me to the finish. I passed quite a few riders and I was able to pull off 3rd, and I was coming in very fast to the finish, 41 miles per hour, and I barely beat Christensen. Overall, this was a pretty good race, and I was pretty happy with my result. It was a pretty fast 8 laps of Downtown Dolphin, and there were some pretty strong competitors. I didn't get a Zwift power game, but I had fun, and that's really all that matters. Thanks for watching. That's pretty much it for this video. And please like and subscribe to help support the channel, and see you all next time.